Go. All right,
We're
hello
going
everyone.
on 5, 4, 3.
2, 1. Hello everyone. I'm Gabe, your host, as usual. The political guy, the guy who usually talks about politics. Soon to be governor. And right here we have, introduce yourself, Mr. Mike. And yeah,
Hello. Um, I'm a guest on this channel, and and politics. Yeah. Politi Yeah. So so I I'm a guest here, and yes. The host brought me here to talk about politics, but those politics are bad because I'm going corporate.
you ruined. Yeah. But yeah. All right. Mr. Mike. Would you like to use your real name or
No, just stick with Mike.
Or
Because I have the problem with word dog. I don't really use the D word because I think it's kind of wrong. But I would be very happy if you called me Mike.
all right. All right, Mr. Mike. All right. As one quick question. What is your side to the political spectrum? So basically, are you what are your policies overall? What is your core issues that you believe are main problem right now in the world? And
Well, the core issue that I believe is economic, which is money, because it shows that like everything shows rising up, and even from the movies when it came out, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, there was Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise. Well, it was like a cupcake, obviously, but do you know how much it was? $29. It was so expensive. And don't get me started with the Toy Freddy bucket. It's so cool, but do you know how much it is? $59. And they can't just put it to like, oh, like for $35. Screw them. I'm going corporate.
as a question here, so you acknowledge the price, so the prices and the inflation there. Um, so by any chance, so let me get this straight here. So you believe that we should lower all costs on all products? Because from how I see it overall, um, I think from my own view overall, I think we should be able to lower prices that are government controlled. So like basically anything that comes from state enterprise or etc. Those ones should be probably more lowered in price because they're provided by government. Anything that's provided by government under a socialist kind of way, and from how I see it overall, I don't think we should be able to do that. As you guys have known, I have criticized socialism so much again and again on my channel. I've talked about it. I've said that everything being free is nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible to make everything free, but lowering costs would matter there.
Exactly.
Everyone paying their fair share. Now, just because I say everyone paying their fair share doesn't mean that I'm
It
immediately a
doesn't mean
socialist.
everyone does.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean.
So, Mr. Mike, as a question, what are your views on taxes there, then? Just to go on with the economic look.
Well, for me, my taxes are very high because of these stupid high costs. Like they can't just lower down like taxes. Just lower them down. Like don't get rid of them, but just lower them down. So it's a lot more cheaper. I'm not saying like free, because I mean like look at this tree, and like almost not anyone can make stuff free. But you know what they can do? They can lower the taxes down. Cause right now I'm very poor right now because of these stupid taxes are so high. It is I can't.
All right, Mr.
I'm
Mike, do you think? No, it's okay. Do you think we should tax the rich, Mr. Mike?
um well the police say that the riches um talk to the poor's mean. So just between you and me, I don't think that riches should not speak like that to poor people. Because I mean, poor people have a lot of problems. Because like they don't have money, they don't have clothes, they only have like dirty clothes, and just like, well, can like a kind person just give up like a homeless guy or a poor person just some money, and then here we are. I mean, like everything's doing fine. But it's just like but there are some people that are homeless. They can't pay their taxes, and they may get kicked out of their homes, and then they're gonna live on the street. But it would be very kind of some people if the riches hand over their money, and then we would have the money to pay our taxes, and then we would almost be rich as them. So I think that's what the riches should do. But if they don't, I am calling the police,
All right,
and
so
I'm calling corporate.
from our sit, so do you think, do you believe that we should be able to create government social programs, be able to do that? Because just to say this, if so, like in a way, just to show this, many examples, for example, the Office of Violence Prevention in Wisconsin, personally as someone who's a survivor of abuse, um, multiple people have made claims, and I know has probably only been affected since January 2025. Yes, the ineffectiveness of it is because of government. We've made so much expansion on government that government is so reliant on it. So I just want to see your view on this. Do you think government should be able to run those services, or do you think the overall we should be able to have more of the people working on that? So like basically normal private citizens.
Well, from my point of view, I think the government should not have service and fix it their own. Just cause like you have the one option, but then you have the second option, and then you combine it together. The government can fix it. It's cause like us people need breaks, but guess what? We don't get breaks because of the taxes are going higher, and it's just getting ridiculous.
All right. Um. So then I believe, sure. As a question, have you had any other job experience that has involved in paid positions? So anything that involves payment, anything that you've been paid for.
Well, I mean, I did have a few surgeries because I broke my arm, that and I have some spine, but mostly like that. Those taxes go by let's just say almost um uh, like almost like 5,000.
All right.
Oh,
Though, like the question in mind I have here, like, have you ever had a job where you have been paid?
uh, actually yes, yes I did.
Could you explain what the job was?
Oh, well, I honestly work for special forces, which is that is, I'm a police officer, and and like they it's just that I just really need the money because trying to get
Is this
broke. But
your real life job, or is this
well, it's kind of a little bit of my real life job, but my real life job is that I work with animals because I like animals. I don't disrespect them because I think there's something wrong with. Because like who in this world disrespect animals? Unacceptable. Because
yeah?
we should here respect animals, and also everyone out there who's poor, give them money because work gives us money.
All right. So do you think that education? So let me just maybe also go more on the topic of that. So do you believe that social programs like education, healthcare, do you believe those should be free?
Um, from my point of view, let's just say that as a maybe, or maybe as like a yes.
Well, I'm just gonna give a quick defense there, just to say this. From my view, overall, I think when it comes to that, when you put into the concept of free, free is a very absurd concept when you think about it, because truly nothing really here could be free. Like my headset cannot be free. You might say, oh, but Gabe, you can play VR basically and not get taxed. Yeah, but I still get taxed by an electronic bill. There has to be some sort of value to something, and if we continue to make things free, this stuff is gonna start to continue to lose value over time. Not saying that we have to keep these high prices all the time, but we have to be able to keep modern ways where modern people can pay fair share without having to need that. So I think overall, from how I see it, healthcare, yes, should be probably provided. Yet that's what makes the American health care system very unique in the other parts of government. There, we live in a place of democracy where the people, states, and more institutions like local regions, they have more power over what to do, even involvement economics at times. They have more power over those decisions, and that's where we have been able to have more. So, in just to say this, and just to go for also those small business talks, if we force those businesses into making their prices free, that's going to eliminate the point of us trying to help small businesses. Those businesses are going to continue to keep falling down and more. So if we continue to be the enforcers, when eventually are these businesses going to feel like they're free, or they're going to feel like they're oppressed? Sort of like how it was with, you know, many other events throughout history with oppression. Oppression is a huge thing there. It's been shown that many businesses, they might feel oppressed, and multiple people can feel oppressed at times. We've seen it from civil rights, from slavery. We've seen multiple things, and it's where if we continue to keep putting limits on these people to try and be able to have some control there, then that's where we're gonna start going into the deep talk about how government is being the brutal enforcers there. So that's where I see it. Yeah. Do you have anything in defense, Mr. Mike? Or
Well, I mean, well, I just say that they lowered down the taxes, the prices um of like any item that's like almost expensive, because I feel like there's something wrong with that. And
fair?
one more thing and one more thing before I go is that I I cuz like cuz like imagine this. If you guys traveled to the past and which it was rich, well, which it was poor. And then that past becomes your future. But then that future disappears because then now because now the present becomes the past, which that we report, which can't now be the son of the sun future.
Yeah, and I think it goes into the talk of opportunity, and that's where America has started from. America had started off from immigrants and from multiple people who had came from other nations to go and be here. The one thing is that let's go on the example like of people who are homeless or poor.
Oh,
Those
wait, and another example, because in the past it was terrible. Because like, so even think about it. If you even so, and even this is like probably the most ridiculous thing that I ever said, but it's almost true. But sorry. But think about it. If you travel to the past, we're poor. That past becomes your future. But why? But why would you go back to the past? Why? Or better, or better, or better than that, why won't you just go to the future? Because if you go to the past, that past becomes your future, and then your former present becomes the past, which can't now be the normal future.
yeah, I think to say this,
So I wish in the past that they should have done something about lo- bring down the taxes so they're not that much expensive, But now it's already too late because now look where we are. It's going bad because everything is going high. Because this is how it is. The economic issues is right here. It's here, and I'm all the way down here. It's high as that. And you know what? Do you know where the government is? The government's right here. It's way almost up here. But do you know where those economic no those politics problem goes? Right here. Politics problems right here. The taxes go are high up there. High as heck. High as heck.
Yeah, I think that's where there's multiple division overall when it comes to that. Lowering taxes is a huge thing there, and one so just to go on with my example I was showing before, I think yes we can bring those programs to people. I mean, for example, the Great Depression, FDR had brought multiple programs to be able to help those people, but there's never a loophole. Now, it's not like Joe Biden's America anymore, where you know it's not Joe Biden. Once again, it's not Joe Biden's America anymore, where basically anyone can just be like, "All right, we'll just help you for you. We'll just do your job for you." You know, it's we're in America where you have to work for it. And overall, to say this, that's where I oppose to having some, stay-at-home moms and stuff. They're yes, they're gonna be stay-at-home like pregnant moms or so, but like if there's gonna be time, like if there's gonna be where there's a foundation of there should be at least two sources of income with a family, and if there's no source of income inside a family, what's gonna keep that family running? That's the real question there. What's going to keep the family running still? If government's going to continue to just do the job for people, rather than just saying, okay, we'll give you like for example, if like a police officer saw a homeless man on the street, it'll probably be like, all right, we're gonna give you a blanket, we're gonna give you a drive to the homeless shelter, but we can't help you set up your account for that. Yes, we can. Yes, we can be the ones to help them, though as government, it's their job to enforce the law and not be able to be the rulers or the dictators in a way. But yeah, I think we're
Oh, I'm sorry, host, but I actually have to go to my shift now. I have to go and work.
all right. But yeah, it was very nice having
But
you here today, Mr.
all I
Mike.
just gotta say is that all I just gotta say is that I hope they better lower down the prices. But now I have to go call Kanye West.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That was another episode of Gabe and Politics. I'm pretty short interview today, but yeah. Thank you all for watching, and remember, just because you get too involved, just because you feel like can't, you don't have opportunities, doesn't mean action cannot be started. Take action. Don't just take what people tell you to do. Take your action. Don't wait, and start today. That's Gabe in Politics. See you with another video.